at this point, I feel like there are so many things to say that I mostly just, I don't know where to begin. So I don't know. I mean, I keep talking into a void while also being compelled, internally propelled to speak. So where I'm going to start in this very moment is with the theme that keeps showing up on all the socials, left, right, and center. And it's being pushed as if it's a primary truth, especially in the spiritual realms or ways of thinking. And it's this idea that unitive or unity consciousness is of some other time, like how things used to be, or perhaps after the new year, during the coming golden age, or sometime 12,000 years from now, if humans actually survive that, of course. And I'm just looking out at snowless mountains here in Telluride, and I'm like, who knows? It's not in some other place. Unity consciousness is not tucked away on some invisible dimension just waiting for us. It doesn't require a specific planetary alignment. It always is. It always is. It is as things are. From the moment creation began, it always was, always is, and always will be. Unitive consciousness does not rely on human ideas of morality or faith or belief or tarot cards. It exists when those things don't exist. It's not like Jesus waiting behind the couch to jump out and be seen. It exists beyond the pride of human reasoning. It exists beyond the ideas of human primacy, of the hierarchies and taxonomies we've created, and this directionality idea, like, that saying, as above, so below. There is no above, and there is no below. Beyond human imaginings, and our attempts to explain the inexplicable and to make sense of things, especially like our relationship to God or gravity, right? So unitive consciousness has absolutely nothing to do with folks coming together to sing Kumbaya. It has nothing to do with capitalism or the lack thereof, humanism or the lack thereof, or any other kind of ism or lack thereof. It doesn't have anything to do with human behavior or human awareness of its existence. It doesn't rely on humans' active participation or awareness. It is not the elevator for the species. It's just not. I mean, like, we're already participating. And those of us with this very specific access of this consciousness we call God are often deemed whatever flavor of social badness there is, except when they're grounded in communal myth. One of the spiritual truths that has existed for eons is that there is no separation. There is one. They're not two. They're not 8 billion. There is not one separated from the rest. There is not one that requires human ego to be eradicated or behaviors and emotions to meet certain standards for it to exist. It is always one. There is always one. There is no other. Although we like to accept the thing that was the catalyst for creation, that is the eternal pulse of creation. And in this whole kind of odd philosophy, modern philosophy, although it connects to old philosophies that predate Aristotle, that come before a bunch of white men, then agreed that Aristotle was right. Except when they tweaked the language just enough to stand apart and be held as expert. That practice of maintaining a foundational language that is not true and ideas around a duality while attempting to explain or ground oneself or a community in unity are contradictions that don't work together. They cannot exist together. They don't exist together in the same way that love and fear cannot exist together. Unity with consciousness doesn't require a thing from you. It already is. You are already part of unity consciousness behavior, or period. Like, no matter what your behavior is, your behavior does not impact us. It impacts us. It impacts your neighbor. It's why we have responsibilities to each other. There is no other way to be that brings about a unity consciousness. There are other ways to be that can bring you into direct awareness of it. And there are ways to be in which you recognize and follow through with a responsibility that you, we have for each other. And each other in the broadest definition, while also living as micro beings in this much, much larger universe. Y'all, there's only 8 billion of us-ish. Because no one really knows how many people there are on the planet. There are more species than there are humans. Consider that while you're talking about or considering what unity really is, especially if you have the courage to consider it outside of human primacy. Okay, bye.